We've got an input box here. Unlike other input boxes, the title is directly displayed above the input box. When we put the cursor into the input box, title will disappear. The border will turn blue as well. This can help remind the user that this input box is currently in focus status. If we move the cursor out of the input box, the title text will reappear and the border will go back to its original style. If we input a correct email address, we'll receive a notice telling us the address we submit is correct. But if we input an incorrect address, we'll get a warning and the input box's border will turn red. Now let's recreate this program. First, we need to analyze the HTML and CSS codes. The title is wrapped in the span tag and placed behind the input tag. They share the same parent div. The parent div has been set to relative position, and the title span tag has been set to absolute position. This means at the moment, the parent div is the reference object of the title span. Using left 10 pixel, we move the title text to the top of the input box. Behind the title span, we've got a message span. At this moment, this message span is empty. This span will be used as the container for displaying messages. The code analysis is done. Next, the jQuery codes. First, we select the input tag and call the focus method. When the input box has the focus, we hide the title text. But we've got a problem here. Many users prefer to click the title text directly. In this case, we need to add click event to the title text as well. When the user clicks the title text, we hide it. Next, we add the blur event for the input tag. When the input box has lost focus, this means the user has typed data. Then we use the val method to retrieve the user submitted data. If its value is empty, this means the user only clicked the input box and didn't type anything. In this case, we restore the input box to its original status. We restore the border of the input box and display the title text. If the user has submitted data, we check the content of that data. Checking data content requires regular expression. We'll cover this area in the following PHP lesson. For now, you just need to know how to use it. jQuery developed a method called match to help us check data against the regular expression. The regular expression will be used as the argument value of the match method. But remember, the regular expression is not normal text. You wrap them in slashes, not quotes. If the user submitted data matches the regular expression, the match method will return true, otherwise false. If the user submitted data has passed our check, we select the message span and output correct email address. If the data didn't pass the test, we output invalid email address. Then we select the input box again and set its border to red. We can see if we submit a correct email address, we'll get correct email address. If we submit an incorrect email address, we'll get a warning message and the input box will have a red border.